this channel is for adults and not for kids. The Red Death had long devastated the country. No pestilence had ever been so fatal or so hideous. Blood was its avatar and its seal, the redness and the horror of blood. There were sharp pains and sudden dizziness, and then profuse bleeding at the pores with dissolution. The scarlet stains upon the body, and especially upon the face of the victim, were the pest ban which shut him out from the aid and from the sympathy of his fellow man. And the whole seizure, progress, and termination of the disease were the incidents of half an hour. The Mask of the Red Death by Edgar Allan Poe. Thanks for stopping back by, guys. This is a new action figure from the Four Horsemen. I've made other videos showing off the Cosmic Legions, the science fiction based line of toys that the Four Horsemen have. And I've also showed the Mythic Legions figures, which are fantasy medieval style action figures. The Mythic Legions has sort of an offshoot brand called Figura Obscura, which is a line of toys that is primarily made up of parts from the Mythic Legions, but they don't really fit into the overall arcing story of Mythic Legions. The only other Figura Obscura figure that I own is the Krampus figure, and he's really cool looking, but he's sort of in his own little universe. It doesn't really fit in with Mythic Legions, and definitely not with Cosmic Legions. So they have this little subline called Figura Obscura, basically obscure figures. And this is the newest one, which is the Mask of the Red Death. And this is a really cool action figure. You guys know I don't really save boxes to my toys. I may have to save this one. This is just so nice. This is like an $80 action figure, so it's kind of like a deluxe figure. It's got magnets in it that hold this beautiful painting to the back of the box. This really cool painting of all the revelers before they meet their end. It's got this really cool artwork of a plague doctor collecting the dead from the Red Death, the plague. Anyway, there's magnets in this thing that adhere to magnets on this, and it closes up really nicely. And that's a beautiful painting. So I probably will save this box, but we're not here to look at a box. This is a very, very cool action figure. Basically, death personified, or the living embodiment of the Red Death, the plague. Over here he's got his red right hand that he touches people with and kills them. A shadow is cast wherever he stands, stacks of green paper in his red right hand. Thor is a big Nick Cave fan, but he's sleeping right now. So the figure comes on this super cool base. This beautiful grandfather clock that is significant to the story, which you guys should read. This beautiful clock. The little feet of the clock plug into this blood splatter base. I don't know if you guys can see the detail there on the clock, but the moon has the face of death on it. Let's see. There you go. See the skull? And it's about to strike midnight. There's this really cool satyr or faun or devil, whatever you want to call it. There's this really cool raven, which is like a little nod to probably Poe's most famous work. It comes with this big blood splatter base. I'm probably going to go over this with some Tamiya clear red, just to make it look shiny and wet and look fresher than it does now. It's sort of cast in a darker color, kind of like blood that's pooled there for a little bit, but I think I may make it wetter and shinier looking. I may not, though. It looks pretty good. Hang on. It's a beautiful figure. His robe is wired. It has wires in it so that you can pose the fabric. He has a sort of desiccated, decaying skin, which is basically a black, sort of charcoal gray color. Beautiful mask on him that pegs in, and when it's removed, when all the revelers take off the mask, they find no one is there. It's all black and gooey looking. Zombie looking. Just sort of a really cool alternate take on the Grim Reaper. So the mouth is not posable, but what is posable is the mask up top is on those little hinges. So if you push, you can push the mask back to make him have an open mouth look. You could do that. Or you can bring it back down. Kind of looks like a red version of one of the Templar Knights, the Tombs of the Blind Dead. This was only available on the Four Horsemen website. And like I said, he's like an $80 figure. So it's expensive and it's limited. I don't know if it's worth $80. I need to kind of calm down on getting these super expensive figures, but I don't know. This one, I just had to get this one. Daddy's making excuses again, huh, Thor? I had to get it. He comes with a left and right weapon holding hand, a left and right sort of gesturing hand, and then he's got two knife holding hands for this dagger right here. But I just don't see posing this guy with weapons. I don't think he really needs weapons. He is a weapon. His touch is death. Makes you sweat out blood from every pore. Makes your eyes leak blood. Makes you fall down dead within half an hour. What the fuck does he need a dagger for? He is a dagger. Anyway, did any of you guys order this cool monster? Were any of you crazy enough to pay $80 for an action figure? I do love the stuff that the Four Horsemen put out. I love Mythic Legions and Cosmic Legions and this Figura Obscura stuff, but god damn, it's expensive. I don't know. Every now and then a figure will come along that'll be expensive, but it feels worth it, you know? I don't feel like I got ripped off. He's got a really cool base. That grandfather clock is an awesome accessory. I think I may like this one just a little bit more than the Krampus. And that Krampus is no slouch. That is a gorgeous monster. That's a beautiful action figure. I don't think I've ever done a video with him. I'll have to do that. Maybe closer to Christmas I'll whip out my Krampus. Huh, Thor? Anyway, guys, I just wanted to say hi. Show off this really cool monster, this new Figura Obscura action figure from the Four Horsemen. Just wanted to say hi, and I will be back really soon with some more monsters for your enjoyment. All right, my friends, take it easy, and happy Halloween.